Natsuki. I don't like Natsuki. I don't like Natsuki at all. People in chat that like Natsuki, I don't know what's wrong with you, but just, I don't know, something about her. I do not like her. Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you. That's a little blunt. Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. It just didn't evoke any emotions. So basically, it's not cute enough for your taste. Do you want to get smacked? I'll pass. Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. Yeah, I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Oh, that's me. Sorry, I keep messing it up. I wish I did different colors. Why are you so convinced I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people didn't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point... Oh, wait, that's me. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly! I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like, I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with the last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Monica!
Hi, Arya. Having a good time so far?
Yeah.
Good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay?
Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. Sorry I fidget with my face so much when I'm casting. It's probably really annoying. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in.
Anyway, want to share your poem with me?
It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to.
Don't worry, Arya. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon.
Yeah, that's true. Soon. What happens soon? I'm trying to look if there's anything like hidden in the background for hints. Like, I hand Monica my poem.
Great job, Arya. I was going ooh in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you.
It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way it always counts when I put in some effort.
That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know what Yuri likes this kind of writing. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right?
Well, Yuri's cute, so I don't mind.
Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism.
Seriously, is there something hidden in this room? I feel like there's a back room over there, but it just looks like boxes and books.
Unlike Sayuri, who likes using simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness, Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. It's very challenging to write like that effectively, both allowing people to get something out of it just by feel, or letting them deeply analyze all of the nuances. It can take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. I never really asked, though. I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet. Don't worry so much about that. You do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learn by trying new things. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased toward their own kinds of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, it's not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in wall. It couldn't have been me. See, the direction the spackle protrudes. A noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend, I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retinas, already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep. Stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in. So what do you think? It's very free form, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. That's how I do all my writing. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Phew! I guess it's everyone. I glance around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. I'm gonna need a lot of water for the voice acting in this game. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. I hope everyone else is casting. This is doing the full-on voice acting because you need to for this. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayuri and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up.
How can that be cute?
I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice.
Ah? You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all.
Well, I do have a couple suggestions.
If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayuri liked it, and Arya did too. And so based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all,
excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Arya liked my poem too, you know.
Fight over me, babes.
He even told me he was impressed by it.
Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri.
That's not what I... Oh, you. You're just...
Yuri stands up as well.
Maybe you're just jealous that Arya appreciates my advice more than he appreciates yours.
Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself?
No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy.
Shots fired! A girl!
Is everyone okay?
Well, you know what? I was the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Arya started showing up.
Natsuki. Natsuki, that's a little...
This doesn't involve you!
I don't like fighting, guys!
Suddenly, both girls turned towards me, as if they just noticed I was standing there.
Arya, she's just trying to make me look bad.
That's not true! She started it! If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. When I get to make a decision in this game? What's the point in making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Arya.
Wait. There's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language, as the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You don't understand that, right? You understand that, right, Arya?
Well? How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing. But whomever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. And of course it's gonna be, well, chat might be mad, but, Yuri. Wait, I thought I clicked Yuri! I clicked Yuri. Natsuki. You're right that I liked your poem. See? Wait. That's not an excuse for you to be so mean. Okay, good. You shouldn't pick a fight just because someone's opinion is different. That's not what happened at all! Yuri wouldn't even take my poem seriously. I understand. Yuri, you're hot. You're a seriously talented writer. It's no secret that I was impressed.
Well, that's...
But here's the thing. No matter how simple or refined someone's writing style is, they're still putting feelings into it, and it becomes something really personal. That's why Natsuki felt threatened when you said her poem was cute.
I see.
My decisions in this game just like... Oh, I have no idea what's going on in this game. This is really boring to me so far.
I didn't notice that. I'm sorry. But Natsuki, you took it way too far.
Wait, that's it. that's me. But Natsuki, you took it way too far. Yuri means well, and if you just told her how you felt, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. Are you kidding? That's exactly what I did. It was her that.
Natsuki, I think that's enough. You both said some things that you didn't mean. Yuri apologized. Don't you think you should too?
Nah. Natsuki clenches her fists. In the end, nobody has taken her side. She's trapped, at this point being defiant only because she can't handle the pressure. I end up even feeling bad for her.
Sometimes when I'm hurt, it helps take a walk and clear my head, smoke a little, get a beer.
Sayuri, that's me. Sayuri, she doesn't need to. You know what? I'm going to do that. It'll spare me from having to look at all your faces right now. Without warning, Natsuki snatches her own poem up from the desk and storms out. On her way out, she crumples up the poem with her hands and throws it in the trash.
Natsuki! She really didn't need to do that.
I look across the room. Yuri has her chin buried in her hands while she stares down at her desk. I gingerly approach her and sit in an adjacent chair. Everything all right?
I'm so embarrassed. I can't believe I acted like that. You probably hate me now.
No, Yuri! How could anyone not have gotten frustrated for being treated like that? You handled it as well as anyone could. I don't think any less of you.
Well, alright. I believe you. Thanks, Arya. You're too kind. I'm thankful to have you a part of this club now.
It's nothing.
One more thing. That one thing that Natsuki said about, I would never do anything so shameful.
It's what, stuffing your bra?
So.
What thing did Natsuki say?
Well, never mind that. I'm going to go make some tea.
Good idea. Man, I don't know what's going on with this game. Make enough for more than one person, okay?
Yeah.
Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems? This was a very long day.
It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it.
It was alright. Well, mostly. Arya, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a nice thing to talk about with everyone.
Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you learn something from your friends, too. So your poems will turn out even better.
I think to myself, I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with newfound determination.
Arya! Ready to walk home?
Sure, let's go. Sayuri beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayuri and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayuri, what happened earlier?
What do you mean?
You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often?
No! That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you?
No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they'd make good friends with you.
Phew. You know, Arya, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club. I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest.
Save? Alright. I'll save. Here we go. Although I see no reason why I should save. I made like 2 decisions so far. 1 decision, really.
And I think everyone really likes you too.
That's...
Every day is going to be so much fun.
It looks like Sayuri still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? We'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayuri. I put Sayuri on the shoulder. Oh, sorry. I pat Sayuri on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayuri as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay! Yeah, let's do this. Man. Alright, time for another poem. How about uncontrollable? Uncontrollable fireworks. Whistle. Unrequited. This isn't too close to my last poem, is it? Hurt. Smile. Empty. Clouds. Warm. Friends. Heaven sent. Giggle. Unrestrained. Misery. Ambient. Climax. Uncanny. Agonizing parfait. Sunset. I don't even know what I'm doing in this watch gym. I'm kind of just, I don't know. This is my poem. It is a game where people have various disabilities. I remember that game. All I know is that people, I don't know what this game's about. So far, it's been really boring. I don't know. This is Doki Doki Literature Club. We're in a literature club. That's all it's been so far. Another day passes and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Hi, Arya! Yo, Sayuri. Looks like you're in a good mood today.
I'm just still not used to you being in the club, that's all.
I see. That's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. But I guess it's always the simple things with you anyway.
Speaking of which, I'm kinda hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack?
Are they gonna eat animals now? I'm still convinced, No thanks.
That's not like you at all.
I have my reasons.
Why don't we take a look at your...
Wait, that's me. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayuri?
Why that all of a sudden?
No reason, really. I just wanted to look at it. Why do you want to look at her purse? Sayuri nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then she turns it upside down and lets its contents spill onto the desk. Tampons everywhere. Only 2 small coins fall out. I knew it. I can see right through you, Sayuri.
That's not fair. How did you even know?
It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming to the club room. So either you're not hungry and want an excuse to take us walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money so that I would lend you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry. And so, that only leaves the one option. Goodness.
I give up. Don't make me feel guilty.
If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Yuri suddenly giggles. So much I didn't notice that she was listening in. Her face is in her book, as always.
I was poisoning or anything. It was just something in my book.
Yuri! Tell Ari to let me borrow some money!
Don't get me involved like that, Sayuri. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. And frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. Did I just... I didn't mean that. I got too absorbed into my book. Ugh. Weirdo. I really like it when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you. There's no way you could think that. You're right, though. I did something bad, and now I have to accept the revolution. Retribution. That. Still, coming from you, Sayuri. I guess there's a little devil inside all of us, isn't there?
Is it the foreshadowing? Is it the foreshadowing? Don't let her fool you. Sayuri knows exactly what she was doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me.
But you wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes. So I had to trick Natsuki into making them.
Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayuri. Oh, what the? Plap!
Yeah!
Did I just like smack her or something? Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayuri in the face and tumbles onto the desk.
Ow! What was... A cookie!
Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayuri glances around.
Is this a miracle? It's because I paid my restitution. Retribution. Actually, the one almost worked. That one almost worked.
I was just gonna give it to you, but then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing your reaction, though.
Natsuki, that's so nice of you to throw at my face like that. I'm so happy.
Sayuri hugs the cookie. Ew, that's such like a cringy. I don't know why that sentence makes me so uncomfortable. That's like, I have like 3 microphones around me. Mic. Anyway, it's like Arya hugs the mic. It's like the most uncomfortable thing. Oh my gosh, I don't know why it makes me cringe. Jeez, just eat it. Sayuri rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite. So good. Sayuri suddenly clasps her hands over her mouth.
I bit my tongue.
You're going through a lot just over one cookie. Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie.
Oh, yours looks really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it?
Jeez. Beggars can't be choosers.
But yours is chocolate.
Yeah, why do you think I gave you that one?
Fine. Still, I'm really happy that you shared this one with me.
Sayuri gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki, then wraps her arms around her.
Ah, jeez. I get it.
Cookie still in hand, Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayuri off of her. Sayuri suddenly leans down and takes a bite out of Natsuki's cookie.
Hey! Did you seriously just do that?
Mouth full, Sayuri trots away to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well.
Jeez, you're such a kid sometimes.
Lewd.
Monica, can you tell Sayuri?
Natsuki glances around. Monica isn't in the club room. Where's Monica anyway? 50 Shades of Doki Doki.
Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being
Wait, today, is this the dark turn? Is this it? Are we there? Is she dead? Did she commit suicide?
Not me.
Yeah, I haven't either.
Huh. That's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay.
I hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all. Ah! You don't think she has a boyfriend?
Ah, I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined.
Don't you think, Aria? That's true. Excuse me. Suddenly the door swings open. Okay, she's not dead.
Sorry, I'm super sorry. Ah, there you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything.
Ah! Monica! Monica chose the club over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed.
Boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about?
Monica quizzically glances at me.
Never mind. Never mind that.
What held you up anyway? I don't even know who's talking. I wish to change the colors.
Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kind of just lost track of time.
That makes no sense, though. You would have heard the bell ring at least.
I must have not heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monica. I don't really. I kind of just started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano.
That's so cool! You should play something for us, Monica. Monica looks at me.
Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will.
Yay! That sounds cool. I also look forward to it, you dig?
Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Aria.
Monica smiles sweetly. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that.
Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently. And I'd really love the chance to share once I'm ready.
I see. In that case, best of luck.
Thanks. Oh, so I didn't miss anything, did I?
Not really. I choose to leave out Sayuri's mischievous escapade. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. Looks like everyone has already settled down. Sayuri somehow already finished her entire cookie. Yuri is back to her book, and Natsuki disappeared into the closet. Suspicious closet. I'm trying to find the thing, guys. Man, looks like no one wants to be bothered today. I slumped down into the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature related by myself like this? I guess I could always read some of the book Yuri gave me, but I'm feeling a little too tired to read. I could probably fall asleep right now. I close my eyes and end up listening in on Sayuri's conversation with Monica.
We're probably gonna seem really lame compared to all the other clubs, though.
Oh my gosh. Really, I don't know like what the twist, there's some kind of twist in this. I told chat not to tell me what the twist is, but I'm convinced that there's like nothing at this point because I've been playing for like what, 2 hours? I don't even know.
Well, we can't give up. The festival is our chance to show everyone what literature is all about. The problem is that the idea of literature club sounds too dense and intellectual. But it's not like that at all, you know? We just need a way of showing that to everyone. Something that speaks to their creative minds.
It doesn't solve the problem, though.
What do you mean? Even if we come up with the most fun thing ever, nobody will come in the first place if it's a literature event. So it's more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, you know? And after they come, we can do the thing to speak to their creative minds.
What's this? Sayuri isn't taking this really seriously. It's rare to hear her deliberating like this. Sorry.
That's a good point. In that case, do you think food will do the trick?
Well, what kind?
Well, I guess we could.
Cupcakes!
Good thinking. Natsuki would love to do that.
Oh, you're right. Let's make her do more work.
Natsuki makes the best cupcakes. That works out perfectly. That wasn't why you suggested it. Cupcakes speak to my creative tummy. Her.
3 hours. Tell me I'm at the 2-hour mark though or something.
Cupcakes it is then. I'm hungry. Anyway, we still need to work out the details of the event itself.
I find myself smiling, and again Sayuri is still her usual self. But therein lies the unexpected reason I admire her. Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all, Sayuri can put her mind to things and make them come to life. I suppose that's why I end up letting her go. I suppose that's why I end up letting her get on my case about things. I can't help but wonder what it would be like to see the world through her eyes.
Wah!
Oh, it's me. Wah! I open my eyes to find Sayuri's face filling my vision. She's all big. I could see her more pixelated details. I nearly fall out of my chair.
Sorry. Wait. Actually, I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault for sleeping like that. This isn't the napping club.
Does our school have a napping club?
You're staying up late again, aren't you? Now that you're in a club, you're gonna have less time for anime, you know. You'll need to get used to it.
Don't say that so loud. I glance over my shoulder to see if Monica overheard.
It's true, though.
Yeah. I know. You're always looking out for me, Sayuri.
It's what I do best.
That's a problem. What about you? You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you?
Not every day.
That's not very convincing. How many days this past week have you... Man, how many days this past week have you gotten up on time?
It's a secret.
I knew it.
Come on. At least give me the benefit of the doubt.
I can't even do that. Look, Sayuri, it's written all over you. Sayuri glances around at herself.
How is it written all over me?
You were clearly in a rush this morning. Look, your hair is sticking out all around here. I run my fingertips down the side of Sayuri's hair, trying to straighten it out. Man, you really need a brush for this.
My hair is really hard to get right.
I won't fall for that. There's more than just your hair. Look, your bow isn't straight either. And there's a toothpaste stain on your collar right there. I try to wipe off the stain with my finger.
But nobody would ever notice that, Senpai.
Of course they would. Nobody's gonna tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Fortunately, I really don't care about that.
Hey, you meanie.
And you don't even keep your blazer buttoned up. Seriously, Sayuri. Why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet?
That's super mean.
Sorry, but you'll thank me later. I start to button her blazer from the bottom. Once you see how much better it looks, you'll change your mind. Man, I'm doing the appropriate voice for this. And before band.
This is so funny.
What is?
Well, I was just thinking how weird it is to have a friend who does these kinds of things.
Don't say that. You'll make me feel weird about it, stupid.
It's okay though. I'm happy we're like this. Aren't you?
I guess.
Hey, be careful. The button might come off.
Why is this one so hard to close? I struggle to fully close the button near her chest. Does this thing even fit you properly?
It did when I bought it.
If you ever buttoned it, you would have noticed sooner that it doesn't fit you anymore. What are you smiling about?
It means my boobs got bigger again.
Don't say that out loud. Anyway, you look much better now, so... why does it feel strange to see Sayuri's blazer buttoned up like that?
But it's so stuffy.
Ew.
It's not worth it at all.
Sayuri hastily unbuttons her blazer once more.
Phew! That's so much better! Sayuri puts her arms out and twirls around. So if I keep it unbuttoned, then I won't get a boyfriend, right? What kind of logic is that? And why are you saying that like it's a good thing? Because if I had a boyfriend, he wouldn't even let you do things like this.
Anyone else getting bothered in here?
So squishy.
Sorry.
And you take care of me better than anyone else would anyway.
Sayuri is kind of cute right now, not gonna lie.
So that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned.
Stop saying all these embarrassing things.
I didn't even say anything embarrassing.
Jeez. Well, anyway, just focus on trying to wake up a little earlier.
Only if you focus on going to bed earlier.
Fine. It's a deal.
I guess we really are better at taking care of each other than we are at taking care of ourselves. Like it's a good thing.
Yeah, I guess so, huh?
So maybe you should come wake me up in the morning.
You're doing it again, Sayuri.
Oh, but I was joking that time.
Man, it's impossible to tell with you sometimes.
Okay, everyone.
Monica suddenly calls out.
Why don't we share the poems we wrote now?
Oh my gosh, so many conversations to have.
Yay! Aria, I can't wait to read yours.
Yeah, same. I failed to sound enthusiastic, but Sayuri still trots away to retrieve her poem. Man, Yuri, cause you cute.
Let's see what you've written for today. This is pretty good, Aria. Were you influenced by seeing everyone else's writing styles yesterday?
I guess you could say that.
I was also a bit surprised by how differently everyone writes.
The twist is she replaces the buttons with a zip, changing the game. Man. You've gotta unlock the buttoned and the unbuttoned ending.
So I respect you for trying new things. You don't need to be afraid to be a little more daring. Metaphors can go a long way. Don't feel like you need to work your brain like turning a bunch of gears. Try letting your mind wander through your feelings. And write down the things you see and hear. That's one way to truly enable your reader to see into your mind. It's a very intimate exercise.
I see. That's a certainly interesting technique. Thanks for sharing.
I have, well, an example of that. If you'd like to read it.
Of course. Is this the poem you wrote for today? Yuri nods and timidly hands me your poem. The Raccoon. It happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scuttering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as an unordinary human. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread, my subconscious well aware of the consequences, well aware that a raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom. The bread, my hungry curiosity, the raccoon, an urge. The moon increments its phase and reflects that much more light off of my cutting knife, the very same light that glistens in the eyes of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread, fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited. Or perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions onto the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon has taken to following me. You could say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement. A rush of blood. Classic Pavlovian conditioning. I slice the bread and I feed myself again. So in the end, she kills the raccoon, right?
I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's.
I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem is about. She killed the raccoon because she was curious what it would feel like, I think?
That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style. Using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them.
Yeah, if I take it at face value, then I can't even imagine now. I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean.
Well, I think it's something different people can relate to in their own way. I wanted to express the way it feels for me to indulge in my more unusual hobbies. It's those sorts of things I'm usually forced to keep to myself.
Is your unusual hobby cutting up animals? Because I kind of guessed that earlier, if that actually is it.
So, I sometimes enjoy writing about them.
Why do you keep them to yourself?
Because they're embarrassing. And people would make fun of me. Don't you have anything like that, Arya?
Well, yeah, I guess I do.
I feel like everyone has a little something like that. The best we can do is respect each other and our individualities. Even if it's difficult sometimes, and some things make us uncomfortable. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself.
Why do I feel like that Yuri's like the evilest one here? I don't know. I still don't know what the twist is. I still don't know.
I might be ranting a little bit now, but I'm glad that you're a good listener.
It is about dead animals. I'm kind of feeling my top right now is Yuri, second is Sayuri, and then Monica, then Natsuki. I don't know why chat like Natsuki. I don't know what's wrong with y'all.
Oh my goodness! This is so good, Arya!
I
love it! Especially after yesterday's poem!
Ugh. You're too honest sometimes, Sayuri.
No, but really! I want to put this on my wall! Can I?
Sayuri, you must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing.
Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either.
Jeez, I'm sure Yuri's opinion has to be a little more constructive than this. Maybe even Natsuki's. Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it?
Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of other people, you know? So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem, it's an Arya poem. And that makes it feel extra special. Like I can feel your feelings in it.
Sayuri hugs the sheet against her chest. Stop hugging objects. You're so weird, Sayuri.
Well, I'm not very good at figuring out if poems are good or bad. But that's why I just go by my heart. If it makes me feel things, then it must be a good poem.
I'm not sure that's exactly how it works. I think that's exactly how that works. Then again, I guess conveying feelings is a pretty important part of this whole thing. Yeah, maybe. Honestly, I don't even know what kind of writing you like in the first place.
Yeah, me neither.
Ugh. Why don't you at least try giving it some thought?
Oh, you want to write something for me? That's so sweet.
Yeah, right. But you're always thinking about our people. You need to think about yourself once in a while. If you don't, you might end up getting hurt at some point.
Huh? Well, I don't really know what you mean, but I'll try to keep it in mind.
Well, whatever. Anyway, let's see.
I guess I like happy poems. Wait, sometimes I like sad poems too. Sometimes a little bit of both. There's a word for that, right? What's the word I'm looking for? Bittersweet. Yeah! I like things that are happy and things that are sad. Happy and sad? I can't see you liking something sad, Sayuri. Well, I like happy the most. But sometimes when you have a little rain cloud in your head, a sad poem can help give the rain cloud a little hug.
Oh, I don't like her now.
And make a nice, happy rainbow.
Sayuri, that's unexpectedly poetic.
It is. Maybe I'm getting better at expressing my feelings after all. Thanks, Aria.
Oh, I should go write that down then. I feel like her voice is becoming more and more like rattling.
You can read my poem now, okay? Bottles! I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. It's the secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly, but there's no time to waste. I put in a bottle to keep it safe, and I put the bottle on the shelf with all the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in a bottle, and bottles all in a row. My collection makes me lots of friends. Each bottle a starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friend feels a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams. Friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go, like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets hiding in the nooks and crannies.
I gotta pause real quick because I just remember, is she picking her scalp? Is that what this is? I don't know if this is metaphorical or not, but like it started off as like picking her scalp, and that's what I'm picturing.
Digging and digging, scraping and scraping, I blow dust off my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally all done, I open up, and in come my friends. And they come in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them from the shelf, one after the other, holding them out to each and every friend, each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in shards all over the floor. They were supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading, something, but all I hear is echo, 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 echo inside my head.
So all I pictured there is a very sad girl picking her scalp, getting little pieces of scalp up, putting the scalp pieces in bottles in her closet, and those are her friends. That's how I interpreted that. That was probably way too literal though. Yeah, Fossil's version of picking her brain for ideas and failing to express them properly to her friends is probably more accurate, but my interpretation is just as valid. Alright. Holy crap. Sayuri, did you really write this?
Of course I did! Didn't I tell you yesterday I was gonna write the best poem ever?
Yeah, but I mean, I didn't expect something like this coming from you.
Monica taught me a whole lot!
Which will go first? Aria's voice or Aria's will? There's no wrong answers in poetry.
And I've been really in touch with my feelings recently.
I see that. It's almost kind of creepy.
Creepy?
Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to you being cheerful.
Well, never mind.
Or that's her. Well, never mind. That's B. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out good, so you should be proud of it.
Aw, thanks.
to express myself this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better. Writing is like magic. You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up. Yeah! Writing's the best! I'm gonna keep writing until I die! Don't get ahead of yourself. Sayuri's always had a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. I wonder if this is one of those times. But seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. Oh my gosh.